Hey guys, welcome back to the series. As you saw in the time lapse before, I spent some time trying to sort out this, like the main road overpass thing, and I thought I had the right embankment download, like downloaded assets, and it didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. The ones that I had, I couldn't use Move It mod to bring them up or lower them for some reason, so I kind of gave up for now. I just turned it into one open overpass bridge type thing. I think it looks a little bit smoother anyway, especially right here where the embankment ended, and it was kind of like this weird humpy thing. So this is obviously out loud. It's obviously a lot smoother looking and all that kind of stuff. So I added the pillar here. Originally, it was going to be knocked out by the railway piece, but I think this is sufficiently out of the way that nothing's going to hit it or anything like that. So anyway, it's cleaner, it's smoother, it looks okay. And then, as you saw, I zipped over here and I had downloaded some tank assets. So I downloaded a couple of these. So these are ploppable things. I don't think they do anything. They don't generate any revenue or anything like that. But apparently they're park pieces. I don't get that, but excuse me. Why, that was a nice hiccup. But whatever. And these ones are actually, it's ploppable industrial buildings. I don't know if they're going to stick around or anything like that, so we'll see what happens. And then I was going to put this inside the treatment plant, but I don't think it really needs to be inside the treatment plant. I know like the asphalt, the painting and all that kind of stuff, it doesn't, like the surface tool doesn't really look all that great. More work needs to be done. I just don't know what I want to put in here. I might put in some more little warehouses, or I might put in another clarifier, or maybe just some other random building of some sort to throw this in. I haven't decided yet. And then, as you guys saw, I threw in some assets here. So I parked a couple trucks out front, threw in some containers. So this is, like, the idea that this is like the receiving area for all the chemicals for the treatment plant and all that kind of stuff. And this is kind of like a bulk storage for, I don't know, for something. So I think every time I do some intro work into the next episode, I might spend more and more time here as I download more and more assets and props and stuff like that, or just generally get some more ideas from real life and some other people's pieces of work. You piece of work. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I really like how the garbage thing came out. That looks really, really nice. I know I spent a lot of time on this, so maybe I just need to invest some more time and all that stuff. But it is blistering hot in my town right now. It is midnight on a Friday morning. I'm in the midst of switching over from my daytime shift to my graveyard shift, and my lovely wife, Squeaky, is in the next room at the end of the hall trying to sleep in the heat. So I'm trying not to get too enthusiastic and too loud. So I apologize if the sound or if the mic is a little too quiet. I'm trying to keep the noise down to a dull roar. I also have an air conditioner running in the spare bedroom, as well as some fans in the hallway trying to circulate the air. So if you hear the droning in the background, I apologize for that. This is it's like 40 degrees in the computer room, and it's almost unbearable. So anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys think. I really like how everything else came out, like this privacy industrial fence and all that kind of stuff. I think it kind of goes with the rest of the like the industrial look. It kind of goes with the hey, this is a city thing, the government doesn't want you to look in here type thing, or some thingamadoober. I don't know. I think it looks good. I think it works. I'm not sure what I'm going to put back here. This might be a future development for some like light industrial, or maybe some really, really heavy industrial or something like that. But we'll work on that part later. So anyway, I didn't really have anything else planned for this session. I kind of went in blind because I was just trying to find things to do to keep me occupied tonight while I switched over, and I got a little tired of playing on the DayZ server, standalone server that I was playing on earlier. So what we could do is maybe we could do some work, do some development, and build out some of the land and all that kind of stuff. Now the other thing I did at the, I think, was it the waste facility? No, the treatment plant, is I dropped this little bad boy in. So it's a huge pump station, and it produces a massive amount of water. So as you can see, I don't think we're going to need any water. The two water tanks, the two backup tanks, are filling up quite nicely. They're both, they're both just over a third full. So we're going to have lots of stored water, lots of water capacity, and lots of treatment capacity. So I think what we could do is we could actually get rid of this guy right here. We're gonna knock this guy out, and we're also gonna get rid of this stuff and get rid of the windmill, because again, we don't need the noise, right? Because that's unwanted noise pollution. Now another thing I installed was a bunch of assets. Now let me see if I can get to it without breaking the game. What I did, I don't know if I could do it. Oh no, okay, so I can't do it here. So what I'll do is I downloaded a kind of like this asset pack for residential. So let's try to get this sorted out here. I'm going to highlight this corner of the city, this rectangle of the city, and we're gonna call this something. So right now it's Birch Heights. And those of you who know me that play Minecraft with me, I have a very unfriendly word for birch. I don't like birch. I don't like birch trees. All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to not label it Birch Heights. I'm also not going to label it the other word in from Minecraft, because it's a very unfriendly word. What I'll do is I will call it, let's call it Tuscany Heights, just for the sake of calling it. Actually, no, I got a better idea. Let's call it Founders Corner. There we go. That's like the first corner of the city being built, right? So let's do that. And I have these things. So there's the European suburbia is very like brick building, very old style stuff. There's modern city center, which I think only really applies to like office towers and entertainment and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the American eclectic theme. So what this is actually a theme pack that will replace a whole bunch of stuff. So let's get this guy roaring here. And what it's going to do, I don't know if it's going to get rid of the houses. It totally is getting rid of the houses. So not the most ideal of choices, but this is what happens when you download stuff after you start building things. So I'm just going to take a snort of water while we watch all those garbage trucks come in, and while we watch this corner of the city de-evolve. Oh wow, I've been going through so much water as of late. It's crazy. Okay. Wow, look at all the garbage trucks coming. That's hilarious. Where are they all going? So you can see like that one's from the simple landfill, that one's from the actual recycling center, the paper place, who are these? The gypsum joint, the drop off, all that kind of stuff. So like these guys are bringing in a whole bunch of takeaway resources and all that stuff. I also think this is a bad location for a road. I'm going to get rid of this road just to promote the proper throughput. And what we're also going to do is we're going to double check to make sure I have everything set up the right way. And it looks like everything is set up correctly. Good. I'm also going to check this guy to see if we have everything correct. So we're going to stop them from coming in. So they're going to have to wait, even if there's blocked traffic. So this guy gets the allowance. Yep, that's the right way. That's the right way. That's the right way. And that's actually okay because we want them to keep going. So perfect. Okay, so that one's going, and actually the traffic's doing pretty darn good. So I'm not really too worried about the traffic right now. Although I did limit how much or what comes in. It literally is just one access point that goes into this entire area. What I might do is I might introduce another road into this right to the very end here, because I don't want it connecting up at any point along here. So we're gonna, what we'll do is we'll bring this guy down, but we're going to have it on the ground. We're gonna lower it down to there, and we're gonna do this. So the other crappy part is it's actually going from 3 lanes down to a 1 lane. We might have to upgrade that in the very near future, but we'll see how that all goes. And this might actually be a really good spot to introduce another interchange in the very, very near future that will service the forest industry section. So we'll keep an eye on that and see how the traffic goes, and I might plop one in later on this session. How are we looking for time? I think we're doing pretty good for time. I think we're only at about maybe the 15 mark, so I got about another 15-20 minutes left before I call it a day, before I call it done and dusted, as some of my favorite content creators call it. So okay, so what we're looking at here is with the American Eclectic scene, it has the same 5 levels and all that kind of stuff, but what it also does is the different packs. So this is actually uninhabited house, but as it grows, it'll go from like this really crappy little construction trailer, and then it'll upgrade itself. I don't think any are upgraded yet. So what we need to do is we need to introduce some more demand into the city, either via more industrial, more demand for workers and all that kind of stuff, or by some other means, and I'm not sure how to do that just yet. But it looks like it is slowly coming back, very, very slowly. A few other things that we could probably do is everything's at 12%, which is good. We can actually turn I think we can turn all of this down a little bit. Actually, let's drop it all the way down to the bottom and see where we are for all the things. This is, what was this for? Industrial fishing. Oh yeah, that's something we could throw into the fishing. And we're also ready for some additional transit. But let's keep an eye on things here. So elementary school and high school, we're going to need either more or... oh, what'd I do? Did I kill it? Water availability is fine. Why is the water availability so low? That's very strange. I'm going to get rid of this thing here. We don't need this guy anymore, so I'm going to get rid of him. And we're just going to expand out the industrial section there. Very, very good. And for now, let's get rid of this. What are you doing? Hey, hey. Mr. Flying Jeep, where are you going? He's a cleaner at the biofuel bus depot, and he's going all the way over to the Anchor residence, so something tells me he's just gonna fly right across. It looks like he's kind of going that way. Anyway, we'll let him go. So demand has dropped off completely, which is very unfortunate. But it looks like the demand is for like demand for jobs has kind of increased a little bit, so we might actually see some residential moving back in, and we'll start seeing some upgrades and whatnot. So we'll just watch that, and I'm gonna monkey with the budget just a little bit. I'm going to bring this up to about 65%. There we go. That seemed to have done it. Water treatment. No, wait, that's sewage. Water is good, okay. And we're still okay for garbage, so we've cut back on the number of trucks available and all that stuff, but it looks like we're still doing pretty darn good. And we're currently emptying this building, so as this drops down to 0, I'm going to eventually close this. And what I might do is I might introduce a couple of the oh wow, I'm having some amazing brain farts today. That's not the right button. That's the button. I want to introduce not the landfill. Isn't there a transfer location? Yeah. So I might put this in, you know, put one over here and then have the trucks deliver over to the recycling facility. So I might put one in around here somewheres and allow people to drop off their stuff locally, as well as get the trucks to pick them all up and then just ship it back over yonder. Ooh, look at that, the train goes by. I love the trains. I love trains and like things like Transport Fever and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do a series with Transport Fever in the future. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Let's see what else we can do. So we've got the 4 lines, and it's, for some reason, it always switches over to school buses, and I want biofuel bus, biofuel bus, biofuel bus. Why is it switching it like that? I dislike that. Oh well. Okay, what else can we do for transportation? So we have the bus lines. I don't think we need to add any more for bus line. We can introduce a trolley, although we don't really have, like, we've already got everything basically covered, so I don't think a trolley is necessary. A tram would not be a bad idea, and maybe we can introduce it on the outskirts of the residential areas. But again, we're in a position where we don't really need additional transportation at this point in time. So what else could we do? We don't have a harbor just yet. Ferry path, ship path, ferry pier, ferry stop. So we don't have any of this. We don't need any of this just yet. The taxis, I am a huge opponent to taxis. I think they just get in the way. They're not very good. I don't know. I just don't like it. The tour bus thing, I don't know. That might be something later on. Maybe a post office? I could throw in a post office. That would allow people to get their mail, I guess. We could throw that in. Okay, let's throw in a post office, eh? Alright, we'll throw it in right here next to the power line because it's out of the way. It's not anywhere near anybody, so let's do that. And let's see, are you gonna start processing? Oh yeah, and I forgot, we can actually start introducing postal trucks instead of like the default postal truck. Unfortunately, there's no Canada Post trucks or anything like that, or very few Canada Post usable vehicles, so we're kind of hampered with what we got here. And just to help with the traffic flow here, I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to do this, and we're also going to do this and this, and we're going to do this. That will force everybody over into that lane. So there we go. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. I think that's going quite well. And it looks like we've got quite a bit of all the resources. Maybe not so much in paper. So you produce paper. You produce paper. We've got lots of raw product. Maybe we should throw in another paper plant. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, let's do that. So let's see what produces paper. You produce paper. You're the plain timber. You're the raw resource. Okay, so we'll throw in another paper mill somewhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the future cargo depot. I don't want to throw that in there because it'll wreck the whole scheme and the whole setup. Base already occupied. You know, we could put it. You could just put it right here for now. Okay, let's do that. We'll throw that. You know what? Let's do 2. Let's do 2. 2 is better than 1 or something. Yeah, we'll throw in 2, and this will we'll be able to get a whole bunch more of the mid-grade product running and going and all that stuff. So I don't want that. I want this. Bring that down to here. Is that going to be sufficient? Will that cover this guy? Yes, it will. Okay, good. Looks like Mr. Cargo Truck is happily cargoing. I don't know. See, there's more stupid school buses. Why is it a school bus? Ugh, I don't like that. We'll have to fix that. I'm going to have to go through it and really force things to happen. Uh-oh. What do we got here? So we're just under garbage processing capacity. So we'll ramp this up to 65 like the last one. There we go. And what else are we sorely lacking on? School, huh? How's that? Is that okay for you guys? No, it ain't. Okay, let's go up to 100%. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Let's see. Crematorium, we don't have one running right now, and the fire department is kind of blah. Maybe do we need another one, or should I just turn it up? Fire hazard, 98% fire hazard. Okay, let's just turn it back up to 100. Let's just do that. There we go. How's that, guys? 87. 84. You know what? We might need to accelerate this a little bit. I could put in this really cool looking like 2x2, this really tiny fire station. But I think it might be better to do this. 25 fire trucks. I don't think we need that just yet. What about a helicopter depot? I didn't know we had unlocked that already. That's weird. Did we unlock that? We must have. I mean, if it's there, we've obviously unlocked it, right? Let's just get another fire station here, another fire hall. We'll throw this guy right here, and this will give us a huge coverage area. That will help a lot. It's dropped down drastically already, which is great. But it still has a lot. It still has a lot. But we're okay for now. That is okay for now. So you're seeing a lot more houses. A lot more houses come in, and they're starting to upgrade. So as they upgrade, I think this is an upgraded one. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's not. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see where and when the upgraded ones come out. You know, one thing we didn't put in, or at least I've noticed that we didn't put in, are parks. And I gotta blow my nose, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, where was I? I was going to put in some parks. So let's take a look. We want to do a small park for now. This actually will fit perfectly in my little gritty grid area. So we're going to knock down some houses, unfortunately, but this is for the greater good. So we're going to throw that guy in here, and we'll throw in one just over here as well. This will improve the view of things quite a bit. This will make people a lot happier. What we'll also do is we'll drop something in right here. Come on, give me the other way. We'll knock down some of the commercial stuff so we can improve this area a tiny little bit as well. I don't know if this is going to be worth the effort. No, I think we can hold off for now. I think we've got a nice little thing going on here, so that will help with improving the surrounding areas as well. So as people move in, of course. Wow, there's an awful lot of people there. And of course, it's another stupid school bus. Biofuel bus. And only biofuel bus. Please. That's so dumb. But, whatever. The buses are running. It's fine. Okay. I think what we could start doing is maybe look at... Still not enough paper. Ooh. Save. Oh, we've really got a lot of paper there. Maybe what we could do is we can start increasing. Let's go up to 150% of capacity. This will allow for more be built at one time, and hopefully it will be shipped over to here and then sold off right away. So this will see a lot more traffic happening, and I don't know why it's importing stuff, but it really shouldn't be. Oh well, we'll keep an eye on things and see how all that comes out. You're good. You got lots of room. You've got lots of room. You guys are operating way at capacity, which is perfect. You have lots of planed timber going. You're good. You're good. You're good. And oh yeah, you're the main building. Okay, so you're good too. Ah, that's perfect. Okay. You know what? Let's see how the thing is going. So we're actually not exporting any raw material. It's actually keeping it all in-house. So it's selling it. I assume it's selling it to the warehouses, who in turn is selling it to the production facilities. I'm going to take a wild stab and just assume that's how that works. Hey. So this is actually a huge upgrade. So what we could do is we can actually look at doing some improvements here. Right. Let's do, okay, we'll bring this guy down a little bit further, and we'll designate this area as the new interchange area. So what we'll do, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this, and we're going to call this new interchange. So that'll be maybe for next time. I don't know. We'll see how it all comes out, right? Okay, so we've got these fun little maintenance buildings. So what does this do? Takes care of industrial buildings, blah 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 blah. Reduces waste. Okay, increases storage capacity of industrial buildings by 5%. So what we are able to do, this is a huge maintenance building. Wow. Okay. That's gimongous. I don't know if I want to put that in just yet. Let's see. Let's start putting in the bigger things here. Let's do a larger sapling grow. I don't know about that. Let's do, I think, well, that's there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means here. Go across like this. We'll bring this guy up. We'll do some more baby sapling stuff, and then we'll get into the bigger guys. There. Okay, so what are these guys? These are, oh, field, and field. Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll bring this down, and we'll just bring it across because it needs, the water is needed. And you know what, we'll just connect it up to there. We'll bring this guy down a little ways too because we're going to need to do it anyway. Okay. Now here's where we get going with the longer tree farm things. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll just bring this guy down. We'll just bring it down to here as I get all phlegmy for some reason. We'll just do that. We're probably gonna bring it out to about here, you know, bring it out a bit further, and then we'll have a matching set coming along here. So, all right. What else do we need to do? I don't think we really need to do anything else. We could probably put a raw materials facility here. Let's see if we can put in a jumbo one. No, not one of those. We can put in one of those. I think there's any other ones, is there? No. What's this? An engineered wood plant. Ah, we could throw that in. But there's nothing else, right? Sawmill. They both make plain timber, I think, right? Yeah, plain timber. And then the paper plant. So we're just waiting for the pulp mill. Excuse me. Well, that was weird. Another thing that we could do is we could put this guy here. No, that, and then they could just feed into it, and that'll be like a huge storage facility. And then they could feed these two guys here. And it looks like they're heading that way already. Look at that. He's only half full though. So he goes in like that. 1% full. Hey. Well, that's quick. Look at that. That's actually really, really good. Okay. So I guess these guys have been waiting to offload product? Maybe? Not? I don't know. Well, maybe it's just because these guys are getting full? I don't know. We'll see. Well, I was really hoping to... Oh, is this one? See, this is the upgrade. So this is the level 2. It's just showing like as the land or as the value goes up, people will upgrade their houses and stuff like that. And it goes from like a little dirt construction site to to an unfinished basement, an unfinished foundation and all that kind of stuff. And let's see if there's anything else. So unfinished, no. What do you got? You just went to tier 1. So we're gonna see some upgrades here. We're gonna see a lot of people wanting, and like the demand will go up for more housing and stuff. We probably need to add more industrial stuff so we can really get into, or we really see this place grow and all that kind of stuff. And what I might do is I might let it run in the background, but we'll wait and see. And even though we didn't mark this area as a particular zone or whatever you want to call it, it introduces those American suburbia houses automatically, and we're just not forcing their hand to do it. So they'll upgrade as they go, and then whatever, they'll eventually get to the end. All right, how are we doing elsewhere? What do these guys need? It's too loud. There's too much crime. Everybody seems to be happy. There's not enough health care. I don't know. I guess it'll get there when it gets there. Right? Maybe because we've been asking so much of the wood production facility. And here it looks like we're producing so much we're actually exporting a lot of it too. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a great thing, but it's not a bad thing. And we're doing really well in production. So I think we're actually making money. Let's take a look here. And I think here we are. So we're actually making quite a good profit. We're making money in the forestry industry. We're making decent. We're actually not making money in the factories, which is unfortunate, but I would imagine that this is kind of like an up and down type thing. That's campus stuff. So we're doing pretty good. We're not making money per se, but I think that kind of goes up and down as things change. So we're not too. I'm not worried about it right now. Anyway. Excuse me. I'm going to take one more snort of water, and I think I'm going to get to the end. I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I'm going to go off and try to find a cool place to relax in, although I feel there's some cool air coming in through the window now, which is very welcome. We've been waiting for a thunderstorm to roll through the city, but in real life, not here. But we haven't really seen any of that come through, so that's not the button I wanted. I wanted this button. So, oh, look what I did. I broke it. I broke it again. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like my first time playing with this thing, right? Oh, and of course, it does a save. Right when I click on the doobly thing, it does a save. Or did my game break? Oh, seriously? Did my game break? Oh, we hit the next level. This is actually a good thing. So we're actually at a point where we can expand a couple times. I think I can introduce new taxation policies, campuses, the IT cluster. We're actually kind of moseying along surprisingly fast, and now we can get into like the heavy density, the high density stuff. And what else can we do? Just some new additions. The Firewatch Tower might not be a bad idea, and some other fun places, but we will get to that later. Let's go back to the thing and follow people or something. Anyway, guys, I know there's lots of other content creators that build cities and all that kind of stuff, and I really do appreciate you stopping at my channel to take a look at my videos. I am still getting used to how to do all this kind of stuff, and editing is still a chore for me to learn, but I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and comment down below, and also don't forget to hit that little bell icon that will let you know when I do post some new videos. If you have any comments, any suggestions, whether you liked it or you disliked it, or if you want to see some changes, or if you want to see something else, something new, if you want me to build something, or if you want me to name you, put your name on a building, a town, a person, not a town, sorry, on a building, a street, a person, or a zone or something like that, let me know down in the comments. I do try to answer or at least communicate with everyone that comments. My channel is small enough that I have that luxury. So thank you very much. You guys have a great day. Stay cool, enjoy your summer, and we'll see you next time.